Hey gang, Gameface here, and it's time for more Planet Coaster. Yeah, so, not really a lot going on today. Gotta put some lights up on the new entrance. Gotta do that, because it's like all dark here now, and it looks funny. And then there's gonna be some work on, you know, making something other than a crappy looking Empire State Building in our new futuristic sci-fi thingy. Hey CSD, welcome to the stream. Oh hey C-Bros, and of course Snodge, Snoodle, yeah. Welcome back. So yeah, that's the plan. Is, you know, just some simple stuff. This is not going to take long at all. The stuff over here is going to take a little longer. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start the first layer up, which there's a lot of I don't know, things that I had to learn even when I was building this. To get this all, to get stairs to line up with things, because there's basically 3 sets of stairs that are perfectly lined up with everything on the world. Which, yeah, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be, but now that I know how to do it, it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Doesn't make any sense? Okay, so, lighting. We need lighting. First kind of lighting I'm going to go for is just building lighting. I think I know. Why do I do it? Why do I always click building, and then go and click on the building and click build? And for some reason, you know, Planet Coaster opens the menu, closes the menu when you do that. Maybe lighting's better being done at night. I don't know if this is going to be ideal lighting. We're going to find out. It's actually very little lighting is what it is. It's not much lighting at all. It hardly even makes it to the ground. Or is that making it to the ground and I'm just not seeing it because it's blue? Oh, I know what these can be used for. Ooh. Okay. I got an idea. Oh, they're already backlit. Well, that's ruins my idea. Well, it doesn't ruin my idea. I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, we're just basically finishing up this entrance slash train station, and some final touches. I'm gonna go for not area lights, but these scenery piece lights for this. Event lights. For underneath. Okay. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, for underneath here. No. Yeah. I don't know why I'm shining lights on video boards, but I am. But yeah, so as soon as this is lit up, I think I really need to start figuring out these sci-fi buildings and how I want those to work for me. Kind of weird these rocks are where you know, they're in the way. I should almost move them. They're not part of the building, though. Which is good, because we don't want rocks to be part of the building. Now we need some area lighting. Lights. Okay, so what kind of lighting would we want here? Doesn't provide any light. Kind of weird. I thought that would light things up. Oh, hey, Mitchell. If you've missed the last few streams, you missed the building of the new station / entrance, which it's in darkness right now because I still have to do that part. But basically, I'm gonna say that most of this lighting is useless. It doesn't even light anything up. But I need lighting that lights stuff up. So there's only two options here. You know, fake light it. I have Planet Coaster. Hey, what is it, Diego? How's it going? Okay, so let's change do something with the fountains here. I really want that out of the water. I want that under the water. There we go. We'll go through a couple different colors. We'll see what it looks like. My screen looked watermarked? Oh, what? The subscriber thing. Yeah. Really have my face in the wrong place? I don't know. Is that what you mean? It's like there's already a blue glow there. And I guess what? The moon's reflecting off it. Cool. Oh, what's going on? That is bizarre. Oh, wow. How is that happening? Huh. Okay, just I'm gonna flip back to the title page and oh, okay, there we go. Well, again, awesome software we got here. It doesn't even switch. It's supposed to switch the mic between scenes, but it misses. It screws up. What other color do we need here? We need some purple. Purple, what we need? Come on, I click the button. Do the thing. Yeah, purple looks okay. maybe we need some streetlights. But this isn't quite the way I want it yet. I think we're gonna have to go with some blue light. Is all I can think of. You know what I mean? I really want to put something here. But I don't know what it is. How bright are these things? Is this thing any brightness at all? Not really, eh? Okay, oh yes, the entrance turned out, yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I just did not feel like tearing everything down. I wasn't feeling great. Hey Nonstop, welcome to the stream. I was not feeling up to ripping out my entire front of my park that day. But yes, I'm glad I did. You know, we got some more forest stuff going on here. I think eventually this ride's gonna go, and I'm gonna do the same over here. It just turned out so much better. Okay, so now that I'm done adding lights to the building, let's add some street lights to the stuff around it, and then we'll go build our future. We'll go work over here for a bit, and I'm gonna get rid of that ride, of course, and start. I'm gonna build the next layer. Because what I think is going to be here is like more of a runway type thing, where maybe a raised runway, where there's a launch coaster. And the other thing I was talking about was a monorail, in order to move people through the different layers. You know, it's funny. I made it day. I can see, so I can work in the day, and then the sun went down. Strangely enough, I still don't understand that. Okay. Let's get some other stuff in here. We need some lighting, much more lighting. Go. Oh yes. Yes. Yeah, that, I let that out yesterday. Again, I'm putting lights down during the day. Yeah, Planet Coaster definitely takes a lot of time and patience. And you gotta not be like I was yesterday. And be like, I don't want to tear this down. I was being stubborn. But you know, I'm sort of glad that I didn't start working on it. I really wasn't in the mood. And yesterday was so much better. And everything worked out so much better. Okay, so there we go. Not quite, eh? Hey, Jeff. I'm guessing it's Jeff. Doing good tonight. Okay, we need some lighting in here. Yeah, what am I? Oh, I'm about 350 hours in. That's not ideal for what I want. Oh, okay. I'm not editing the building. Let's edit the building. And we need some lighting in here. I'm just gonna use area lights. Oh, that's the train station. Okay, let's use area lights. I don't want it all crooked. Let me crooked the other way. There we go. It's too bad I can't get lighting out here. Because, you know, if I were to open the park right now, we'd have everybody running in the dark. Yeah, my PC is pretty good when it comes to stuff like this. Though you will notice there's nobody in the park. My park is just way too big to have anybody in it. As soon as there's you know, 4,000 people running around, it just drags the rides down. For me. Like, I want to ride the rides. I don't care about them riding the rides. That's of no consequence to me whatsoever. I want to ride the rides. And if I can't ride the rides, what's the point? So, yeah, I kicked everybody out just yesterday. Okay, so that's lit up. I still need to figure out what I'm doing with this area here. I actually think I should move the posters over there and then figure out how the hell I can get the name of my park here. That would be awesome. I don't have a name for my park, so that would be even, well, it's called Adventureland, but that's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Okay, so what are we doing here? This is like all new to me. I guess I should probably punch this road through, get this piece done, and start working on layering things up and getting all this looking normal as it's going to look. That doesn't need to exist. Okay. That's about right. Okay. That's not right, though. So, first thing that's going to happen is we're going to have to delete a bunch of these panels. Because the land underneath them is not what it should be. The other thing that's going to have to go is this. And because the path underneath it won't go away, we're going to have to delete that and delete that manually. And here we go. I don't know why that's all like that. Is that what happens when you lift a ride up? Okay, so this needs to be somewhat flat, and I found that if I overextend it a little, it's better than not overextending it a little. If that means anything. Okay. So, the second level. So what I'm thinking here is, well, it won't be up here. It'll be further back. It'll be further back. So if I can pull this back quite a bit. Whoa, why is that so low? What have I done wrong? Oh, I've done everything wrong. Oh, I get it. That's what I... Okay. So where do I want this second level to be? I don't want it to be too low, and I don't want it to be too high for the second level. The third level is going to be right near the top here. But I'm thinking I'm going to level this probably about a third of the way up. Probably about here. We'll end up with something like that. The fact there's no land underneath doesn't matter. It's all going to be covered. All of it will be covered. And for things like, you know, rides in this area, all the rides will have to be, you know, decorated, built within constraints, not constraints, but, you know, built within a housing, within a, you know, it will all be building style, not scenery style stuff that we'll be using in order to style those rides. So it's going to be a bit of a different build than what I'm used to, and probably than what you're used to me doing. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to extend this whole pattern of these stairs going up to the next level here. And I think there's just 2 more to do. And so I'm going to immediately, I'm going to prepare the terrain first. And then I'm going to see if I can remember how I did it. Because it was tricky. It was definitely something that I'd never done before in the game. Let's see here. Pathing. No, it wasn't. I got to prepare the terrain first. Let's knock this down to about 4 meters. And we just need to carve... Oh. Yeah, that's right. Carve this out here. Just like that is. And now, this is where it got tricky. Took me a while to figure out. Gotta get all this stuff off here. Curve slopes. I don't know. Curve slopes. I don't know. What I do know though is, no, that's not right. This is what I know. 90 degrees. Gotta do the 90 degrees. The other thing I know is this is not that wide, it's wider. 6? It is 6. Okay. So I didn't like just continue building road down here. What I did was I used the select grid option to say get the grid from there. And I put a piece of path there. And then I deselected that grid. And I selected the grid down here. And for some reason, it's putting it in the air? What's going on? Okay. Let's try that again. Select grid. From the 4 meter path piece. Okay, so here's the bottom. But it's not lining up. Okay, maybe... Oh, don't want to do that. Maybe it would be better if I could see what I was doing and I move this thing. Okay. And... slide that out of the way. Slide this out of the way. And obviously this is no longer attached to anything. I must have deleted that. Okay, back to paths. Whoops. Okay, so that's back. I want to... We will end up building a path off here. But that's not the way we're going to get the path here. I'm going to try that the way I did it before. Select the grid. Select this piece of the grid. Why does it insist on putting a piece there? I don't know. Okay. And then I'm going to select the grid again. But it's not going to select the grid. Select grid. What's it doing? There we go. Okay, so now deselect the grid, and we should be able to build off here. What are you saying, game? That's 90 degrees. You're ridiculous. You're just ridiculous. Okay, game is being doing it's playing its path in games. Like somehow these one is obstructed by the other. Okay, so that's that. Terrain too uneven. Okay. I can do without that game. I don't need you. Again, it somehow has decided that this is 90 degrees. It had nothing to do with the grid that was selected when I put it down. It's forgotten about that, and it's moved on. Sorry, path stuff are just nonsense in here. Nonsense. Yes, they don't make sense. Selecting grid. Okay, we'll select this grid, and we'll put one here. Okay. Yay, step 1. Yay, step 2. And of course it doesn't want to join. Why? What's wrong with you, Planet Coaster? You don't want to play in our pathing games? Like, really? Really? Okay. Fine? Not really fine. It's not fine at all. Terrain too uneven for path. This is the flattest terrain you can build in the game. Isn't this an enjoyable experience? But now it's working no problem. Except that, you know, one piece of the path is obstructed by the other. Because that's a thing that would happen in the real world. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have started off with pathing. Hey, welcome back. Paths again, yes. You gotta love Planet Coaster for its pathing skills. Again, 90 degrees isn't 90 degrees on this thing. It's off center. It doesn't care what grid it went down on. But 90 degrees on this one. Oh no, it's crooked too. Yeah. Game, you're just silly. You're just being silly. You're being awkward and difficult. Okay, here we go. We got this path again. But it won't allow me to join it to any other path. And this is all crooked. What's going on? This is crooked. This is causing my problem? Obstructed. I'll give you obstructed. Yeah, no. I thought I had all this figured out. Game, have you forgotten how to build stairs? Is this what's going on? You're like, I don't know how to build stairs. What are you? Ah. It does not know how to build stairs. What? Okay, so something funny's going on here. It's putting down 4-meter path when I have 6 selected. Is what's going on here. Like, what is this? What is this? That's 6-meter path. No matter what I say, what anybody says, that is 6-meter path. Okay, 6-meter path. Select grid. Select from 6-meter path piece. Put it there. And it won't. What's wrong with you, game? Like, seriously, this is on the same grid. What am I doing wrong? There's got to be something I'm doing horribly wrong. Or either that, or I just don't know what I'm doing at all. Especially after I've done it, like. I figured that I did that one, and then this one just like that, no problem. So I don't know why these paths don't properly go down. Like, why is that a thing? Why is that ever a thing? That should just continue on from the same path. Okay. That's nice stairs. That's a good job on those stairs, game. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. You can... Okay, I do care. I do care. That's the problem. The problem is I care. That's funny. I didn't have one under the other. I duplicated it instead of moved it. Hey, Deshaun! What? Okay, why does that need to be crooked? It's like, I must be crooked. You will not be straight. You must be crooked. Like, yep, you're gonna be crooked. There's no way in the world that you have any say in any of this. That road has to go in crooked. There's a couple weird things going on here. One of them seems to be that the path... Path is at a different height. Path is not at the right height. That's basically what I'm getting out of these curves on here. Kind of weird. I move my mouse that way. This moves this way. I move my mouse that. That's sort of what I'm understanding from this. What I don't understand is why this insists on putting down a path that's crooked, for one. Is that like the only place this the path will attach to? Okay. There was already a pre-existing piece. Okay, I understand that now. I don't understand that. Okay, so let's delete this. And this. And see if when we put this down... Well, I'd like to have it at 90 degrees, but it... Oh, now it's 90 degrees is the same as mine. My magic has happened? Are you kidding me? That's your 90 degrees. I'm gonna Z that and make it my 90 degrees. I think we won. We won. Oh, we sort of won. It won't let me win. Yes! It let me win. Okay. So, before this gets any further, let's run away. I think our best bet now is to leave the area while things are good. Probably not. Probably not the best bet. Okay. Okay, so how close to the ground is this? Close enough. Basically, I don't need to move it up and down. I just need to move it into place. And by close enough, I mean its existing height. Like, okay. Put that there for now. So, what am I going to build for a building? We can't have this. This is just like, this is what a building could look like, but shouldn't. Hi Tian. Welcome to the stream. And yeah. Okay, okay, let's think rounded corners. Let's think more along the lines of stuff like this when we're building buildings like this. Rather than, you know, this, which looks like just too plain. So let's look at rounded pieces. Let's look at that. Curved corners. There's a lot of large sci-fi parts to use in this game. So, oh no, I want to do this. Well, I don't want to do this. This is the way I have to do this. If I want to build things out of vinyl, plastic, or metal. What is this? What are these? Vinyl? Or are these metal? Why are these here? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't care. Oh yes, this is behind the wall. It was all nice and covered when we started today, but I've removed that just for the meantime. This is behind the wall. It's sort of like, you know, modernish, sci-fi-ish. I don't know. Nobody ever said I knew anything. And if they did, they're lying. Okay. This is our new building, our next building. Oh, I already knew what to put behind the wall. While the wall was there, I was building all this. and there's a tunnel that we've got to build. We've got to cover the inside and light it all up. It's going to be all like sci-fi and it's going to be there's going to be this white, there's going to be this orange, and there's going to be red. I haven't added any of the red yet, but there's going to be a lot of red and white. It's going to be very what would you call it? I think you'd probably call it what would it be? It wouldn't be Planet Coaster-ish. Mirror's Edge-like. Okay, so how do we build this into a building? There's a ton of, you know, stuff that we can use, but the problem being is most of them are hidden when we have these things selected. You know, for some reason this is like fiberglass isn't in here. Is it? Stucco, vinyl, plastic, glass? Is that fiberglass glass? No. Oh, fiberglass. Okay, so there's all the fiberglass parts. But that's not what I'm trying to get at here. Decorations. We need sci-fi. That's lamps. We don't need lamps. Come on, that can't be it. Noodles are done. Okay, so the back of this thing. What am I going to do on the back of this thing? That's not going to work. Hey, Nick. Not beer. It's Rockstar. Okay, so if I were to build a circle out of this, would that circle fit in here? And actually, even if it didn't, would I care? Because it would be a circle and I could move it, right? I mean, well, it would be a scenery circle and not a building part circle. Not gonna line up, is it? No matter what I do. But that doesn't matter. Alignment doesn't matter at all in this game. It does. It matters a lot. Magic see-through can. Yes, it is. I noticed I've been going a lot with the see-through cans lately. My favorite right now is the frozen lime. That's why it's green. No. Because it's frozen. No. Because it's lime. That seems to be my favorite right now. The other one I'm drinking is green apple. But I don't know if I can say that's my favorite. I think that looks pretty centralized in the middle. There we go. See? I knew I could make it fit. The thing, though, that I don't like, the way this is going. I almost feel as though this should be like curved and flat and curved and flat. Let's see if we can actually do that. I think I can. I know I'm starting to sound like that train. I think I can. Isn't that some kid's story? The train thinks he can. Come on, train. Have some balls. You gotta know you can. I know we can do this. I actually do know we can do this. It's just gonna take building another building. It isn't like, you know, shouldn't be taken lightly. No, I don't want plaster. What I want was vinyl. No, what is it? What do I want? It's not vinyl, it's not plastic. Oh, it is vinyl. So when I pressed VI, why did nothing come up? Okay, so if I were to build another building, basically, this is what this is another building. Exact same height. We could do that. What am I building? I'm trying to build a tower of some type that doesn't look like the Empire State Building. Not that there's anything wrong with the Empire State Building. Just it shouldn't exist here. Well, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Get this angle right. And then we've got to do it twice. Eh? That look better than that. I think this might be better. But the problem is this is going to be a lot more complex. Maybe that's not the way we need to go here. Maybe we need to go simple. Yeah, let's not take this step yet. I do sort of want that curve in there. The problem with this building, of course, is it's not... Well, no, there is no problem with this building. The problem is with this building is only the things I see wrong with it. Not with the building itself. If you know what I mean? We don't know what the building is yet. Maybe we need to, like, let the building come out of the background. We'll let the building build itself. Sounding too... I don't know. Okay, so, let's say that is simply the building. There is no more to the building. It's just a hollow shell. No, there'll be more to the building. I already have plans. That was not the way to fulfill them, though. You stay there, and I'll just take another one of you. See, this is going to be different than the other builds. Oh, shit. Sorry. This is going to be different than the other builds because we don't know, like, the other builds, you know, you have something in mind. You can go on Google and search for what you have in mind and look at something. This, I have no idea. I've never seen this before or anything like it. I'm not even sure if I can put a roof on this thing. But I am going to try. Okay, I need... Maybe I've done this wrong. Maybe I've done this wrong. But maybe I haven't. Okay, bring this up here. Oh yeah, okay, so we have room. Okay, so let's put some window dressing on this. Like, I mean, like, actually, let's put some windows on this. I don't think anything like this is going to be suitable. And you know what? The sad thing is, if you look at it, if you look at all this stuff, all these windows, it's all there is. It's all there is except for this. This is the only window we have available to us to build things like this. Because every other window, there's no way to use it. Like even like a shuttered window. No, it's got to be this. So, what I think we're gonna do here, in order to do this, in order to make this work out better, is we're not going to worry about what height these squares were. I don't know how this is going to work out. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to just manually lay out some windows across the bottom. And then we'll take the second to last. Yeah, I guess that could be, we could definitely change the color on that. There we go, that could work. These we can't change the color on though. That's one bad thing about them. And then I'm gonna try to line a set up, like, on the curve. If you know what I'm saying. Probably bad. I've screwed up. Because, you know, there's got to be a door somewhere, doesn't there? Okay, so let's take this first row out. Actually, no. Let's take this out. Doors, we're pretty well in the same boat where there's only really one door that seems to work in this futuristic world. What we're gonna find is a lot of the doors we're gonna have to build here, we're gonna have to do manually. Like, we're gonna have to make our own style of doors. So we'll figure that out when we get to it. But for now, I am just gonna simply take this simple door and just, you know, stick it here. There's other ways to do doors, as I've done in the past, and we'll probably have to put a lot of those to use in order to get through this. Now, I want these. Actually, do I want those? No, I don't want those. I want 2 rows of those. Okay, so these have to turn 45 degrees? That's right. And that's not right. Move them in. Sort of want it here. No. Sort of want it here. But this is where we're wanting. This is where this is where these are gonna live. This is not where these are gonna live. I should have probably just relayed them out. I should have laid them out when I did the first row. Huh. Is that wrong? What angle am I on here? Not on that angle, that's for sure. I also thought there would be some angular equivalent, but there's not, is there? Okay, so there we go. That's that. I am going to bring this up. Higher, or another one of them. I don't know why that's there. Don't know why it exists. But it just happens to be the back of this building. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't like what color they are. Okay, let's build up a little more. Okay, okay, so the only way to pull that one up by that is panel. Okay, fine. You can't type in the materials here to get things up. Maybe for wood you can, but some of the other things you can't. I don't understand why that's a thing. I don't understand a lot of things. And, you know, we gotta maintain. Ooh, oh. We go with the crazy curve. We go backwards curve here. Maybe that's what we do. Doesn't matter. Oh, well, why would we do that? That would be stupid now, wouldn't it? Because we would have no way to put a roof over that. Well, that's stupid. Well, we would have a way. We could have a way. We're just not going to do that because it would be torturing ourselves in order to try to put a roof in that fit the inside of a curve on the or the outside of a curve. But we could build multiple buildings. Make that roof. No, I'm going to lower that into the inside of the roof so that we get that edge around here. And actually, I don't think I want that color on the roof. Okay, it looks like I do want that color on the roof. The reason I changed my mind is because it's not on top of the edge, it's within the edge, and them both being white stops the whole Z-level effect, you know? Like, which piece is in front? But I'm still going to change the color of this. This, on the other hand, what I'm going to do here is a little bit different. We're gonna put one of these ridiculous doors. That's not the ridiculous door I speak of. We're gonna put a ridiculous door here. It's too bad you can't change the color of this door too. Like, there's just so many things that should be. The things that should be. Not the things that should not be, but the things that should be. Okay, so now we need some window trim. But again, there's nothing ideal for our purposes here, which would be to put some sort of barrier around the outside edge of this. There's just, it's all wood, stone, and as you can imagine, this would just look silly. But I'm thinking maybe there's some fences or something that we could use. What I do want, though, and where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's go for sci-fi. Let's wait out. That's no. And it's not in here. Awesome. That's just awesome. Gotta be in scene. Oh no, it is. It is in here. Well, part of it's in here. Okay, so there's a metal walkway. So there's this metal thing and there's this metal thing. Now in scenery, believe it or not, I think it's in scenery. Either that or they just filtered it wrong and it's not. Oh, I bet you they did. I bet you it is. If I go back to building, roofs. There's the fiberglass flat roof. Is it a roof? It is. The metal walkway to go with these things is a roof. And it's 6 meters wide instead of 4 meters wide. Yay! Okay. Because, you know, that's like... That's what we need. We need a metal walkway that's bigger than the stairs that are going to it. Where are the signs? Signs are in... oh no, those are build. So signs are in here. Wall signs. So, you know, they're broken into shop signs, ride signs, facility signs, theme signs, and, you know, empty signs. Woohoo! Okay, so... what I want to do to build out of these is stupidly stairs going up to the top of the building from the outside. I don't know why. But I think that's just a thing that I want to build, is what it is. The problem, of course, is that this thing is not the right height for any of that. But I think we can... Why is that a different building? Are you kidding me? Why is that a different building? Game, you're just dumb sometimes. Okay, let's try to fix that. Okay, well, whatever the case may be, let's just build the stairs. I guess either side of this is going to be ideal. It's not like a lot of people put... Well, we'll see. Well, it all depends on how we place this building. maybe I don't do this. Maybe what I do is I build... Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, crap. So, let's just spin this around. Bring this into the wall here. Now we'll go to scenery and get that platform that just so wanted to... I don't know... No, it's not scenery, it's roof. Sorry, I keep on thinking it's scenery. I should go check in scenery, you know, because there might be a better option. Because this thing, I find... What? Didn't I just move you? Like, there's problems with this. Like, what the hell? Like, there's the biggest problem of them all. It's stuck. It doesn't want to do what I want. So I'm just hoping that there's something in scenery. Like, what is this? What kind of piece is this? There's stairs. So they're metal. They're metal. Let's look for metal. Metal floor, metal balcony, metal sign, metal panel. So there's nothing. So this is a non-grid object. These are non-grid objects, and this is a grid object. You can tell because there's a grid pattern behind it. So that kind of sucks. It's not giving us much options for things to do here. So let's look for scenery. Let's hope. Let's just hope there's something. There is. There is. Thank you, game. There's actually lots. Okay, so. And guess what? They're the exact same size as the building parts. I would say that's a misclassification of parts. In my opinion, it's a misclassification of parts. Okay, so there's another problem now that I don't know, this is kind of weird in a way. Like, why is this... Why would they make a set of stairs that's... like, not like a half or an exact measurement of the things you could possibly be putting them on? Is just a thought that's going through my mind right now. Okay, we're just getting the pieces right now. Okay, so let's go back to building parts and see if maybe those other stairs... But they're probably like 12 feet. So again, they've done the same thing here, where instead of making something that fits, they've made something slightly bigger. So we got slightly shorter and slightly bigger. It's slightly a pain in the ass, I tell you. Again, this is the whole... They sent people off to different rooms and they weren't allowed to communicate with each other. You build stairs and a platform, you build walls, and nobody talked to each other, and this is what we ended up with. Was a bunch of things that are different sizes and don't quite work together. And that's actually what I find about a lot of Planet Coaster. So I guess the only option is for us to say screw it and do something else. You know, if this wasn't so... I don't know. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take this. Which I'm not happy about having to bury it in the ground like that. That sort of ruins the whole thing. It looks like it's buried in the ground. They didn't make it so that it wouldn't look like it was buried in the ground. I am building a futuristic, you know, the further I get into it, the crappier it looks. I'm basically building some sci-fi stuff for this area of the park. I'm taking a break from the rest of it because, well, I've got to start this sci-fi themed area. Okay, I don't want that. Whoops. Wrong way. Go this way. Let's move that in there. And the reason I've done that is because, you know, we want to line this up. I'm almost thinking it's time to go for a ride. Though I'm guessing for anybody who's regular in the park, that's getting kind of boring. So, I don't know. I guess I'm building the park and it doesn't bore me, so maybe not. Again, I wish they made these things... Well, I guess they did. It's kind of a weird thing that I've built here. Yeah, I guess they are sort of 4 feet. Okay, so let's take this. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, Planet Coaster. The biggest bug in Planet Coaster. And it is so annoying. So unbelievably annoying. So, just luckily... I'm happen to be building this building on the world access, but if I would have changed that, I would have had no way to line this up to move 90 degrees with the building. It would have insisted it work on its own angle, which doesn't work. So Planet Coaster's not all fun and games. It's a lot of fun and games. It's also a lot of work. But I like it. I'm starting to think I should be sinking this into the ground a little. Not into the ground, but if I take these 4 things, maybe this and this too. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, game, you suck. Oh, you know. This is why everything should come in its size and a half size. Because, like, this thing's not 4 meters, so there's no way I'm gonna ever find anything that's gonna line up with it. Because it's 2 meters across. So I either have to, like, double up on everything, or have half as much. Why aren't there metal columns in this list? Like, seriously, why are these things not coming up? Because they're iron. And of course, iron isn't metal. Oh, and they're grid-based, so they're completely useless. Oh, game. You're so crazy. Because it's iron. Okay, so what doesn't belong on a grid and can be painted red? I'm gonna have to use wood. We're gonna have to build it out of wood. It's crazy. I could shrink the grid to 2 meter. But I don't know if that's gonna line up with this. Well, we might as well try it. Notice this comes in a half size. Oh, it doesn't. That's not, so that doesn't exactly fit either. Okay, well, this will. We can't line it up there. We can't, like, this is seriously what's going on here. This is, I don't know, 1.5 feet longer than everything else in the world. So, in order to really use this properly and see the bottom and the top, I'm going to have to either add 1.5 feet of take another complete building and raise it up 1.5 feet. I'm just using 1.5 feet as an example here. Raise it up as 1.5 feet in order to fit it, or just say screw it. I'm going to go with a ladder because I'm not dealing with that. Oh, I know. Otter, welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm not ignoring you. But yeah, I've built quite a few, you know, multi-building objects in Planet Coaster as is right now, and I do realize that I could do that. But I think I'm trying to keep this a little simpler because a lot of the multi-building things are just like monstrous projects, and I'm just trying to build something little like these. Just little things like these buildings here, but in the sci-fi theme, I think is what it is. So I'm, you know, I don't want to be building like 15 different buildings to accomplish that like I have done in the past. Like this monster here, you know. I don't know how it's 72 buildings. I'm pretty sure it's wrong in that. How are you 72 buildings? Would I grab the whole park? But yeah, there's 56 buildings. 50 buildings. What's going on? 59 buildings. I don't know what's going on. I'm not analyzing it. But yes, there's a lot of tricks we could use to get around that. Yeah, if it's count, I thought I would count the trees as the 268, but yeah. So that's probably what's going on, is it's including the groundworks as well. But yeah, I was just trying to keep this keep it simple, keep it quick. I didn't want to be basically taking 3 or 4 hours to build a building. But I think we're going to be taking our time on this and getting it right. So one thing I'm seeing here is this all needs to shrink in. Basically, if this thing was 2 meters closer that way, everything we're doing would be so much easier. What I'm going... Multi-selects on. What I'm going to do is edit this building, and we're going to shrink this in 2 meters. Why did that just go away? What happened there? Okay, so this is going to basically take all this and we're going to move that. Crap. You know, why? Why do you take the grid size adjustment away and leave the grid height adjustment when I'm moving things? Because I don't know it's wrong until I go to move them. Sorry. Planet Coaster has its funny things. There's just some simple things that they could fix. That would... Oh, I did it again. That would make everybody's life so much easier. I'll move the other thing after. But basically, that's what I'm doing. We're moving it 2 meters in so that we don't have to fight the fight. So we're gonna need to... nope, we're not gonna need to do that. We don't want to do that. We'll get some, you know, gray through the thing if we do that. And there we go. This should solve all our problems. Forever. Well, at least in this build. So, like, that's one thing. You know, it might seem as I get frustrated easily. But, really, I'm not. I deal with stuff like this all day. I don't deal with stupidity like this, of course, because, you know, software development tools don't do silly things like this. So that, again, is that useless angle that it's just guessing, and it's saying, okay, if I average all these things, if I take point vectors of every movement in this higher thing, take the length of these things, and I make this huge calculation, this is probably what you want to move this at. But it's wrong. All I want to do is moving on the axis of the building. And if the building wasn't happen to be on the world axis, so always build your buildings on the world axis. That's one thing you should always do. It wouldn't allow me to do this. We would have had to manually make that adjustment all the way along. And it's something they really, really need to fix. If they want, they can have 3 axes to switch through. But they chose to only have 2 and exclude the most useful one, which is the grid of the building that you're working on. But again, we get around it. We work through it. Yeah, I guess going through like this is it doesn't bug me as much as going through the other way. But there we go. We have ourselves this. I'm going to move this door. No, I don't want to move the door like that. Move the door to under here. No, I'm not. There we go. So it just goes to prove that actually building a staircase up the back of this thing would have probably been a little more difficult, or a little more of a problem than I originally thought it would be. What's going on, game? Oh, yeah, I keep on. Sorry. Line surface isn't going to work with these because, of course, they don't do that. I don't even know if I want these down here. I'm not sure what I want on the back of this thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over to filters, and we're going to apply the sci-fi filter and go to everything. And that should give us loads of different pieces that we can use to place on this. One thing is you can always do stuff like this, where this looks like more like a vent of some type on the top of the building. There's also air conditioners, but of course they're not sci-fi. They're just air conditioners. And here's another style door that we can use. And actually, you know what? You know what? What is that? Elevator doors. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Nope. Okay, so if we move this to 45 degrees, it should be centered with the building. It is not. It's like not even at 45 degrees. That really sucks. So let's get another one. I just don't want to lose the color scheme, so I'm already debating whether or not to change it or not. Where to go? Where to go? Oh, it's the first thing. Elevator. Okay, so we'll just manually. There we go. It's not really an elevator shaft anymore. It's more of an entrance to this strange building. It's a horrible looking entrance though, isn't it? I don't like that. You know what? There we go. The only thing I see though is I want to take this off and this off. I want to go back to that metal railing. This stuff. Might as well just steal it from here. Now, does this have to be that color, or can we have white metal railing? We can have white metal railing as well. Now, I'm guessing I'm going to have the same damn problem here, which is kind of sad. It shouldn't be something I'd have to fight with this much, but it looks like I'm going to. But this is going to be... You know what I mean? It's Isaac. Nice to have you here. But I don't know if advertising your channel, having people that are watching my channel right now coming here and going and telling them to go to your channel instead is a very nice thing to do. It's like the most anti-YouTube thing there is to do, actually. Sorry, it's just... I don't think that's just my opinion. Okay, so that's not going to work. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use these. If at first you don't succeed, screw it, move on to something else. I mean, try again. So this we can use a little more as a little more versatile option for our barrier around this roof. There's no way to go around the corner, but I don't really want to. I just want to block off this area here, so that, you know, it looks like at least they were somewhat thinking of someone's safety. I'm also looking at these things. They're pretty cool, and I don't know how I could use. I'm gonna find a use for those. I don't know why. I just think I want to. Okay. Let's go move this down here. We'll just keep this small and simple. Any bigger than that, and it's overreaching what it needs to do. No, that was not what I had in plan. So many times I click Control X. All I really mean to click is X. Okay, yeah, it's too bad there's no, like, way to do this. Okay, now, these things. What was I thinking here? Oh, that would be pretty cool. I don't know what it is. What is it? It's a reactor shielding corner. Looks like a pretty cool roof to me. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. Right where it was. I don't know where this needs to go. In a little, I guess. What is that? Reactor shielding edge. Reactor shielding corner. That's wrong. It's all ceilings. It's all not ceilings, roofs. It's all roof parts. Don't let those descriptions limit you. You can do anything with anything. And it's especially going to look cool when we do this. Oh, really? We can fix that. We could probably even fix that. But I'm not going to. I'm going to make this whole thing white. Except there's an orange line, which sort of looks like a light, at the bottom of each side. It has gray around it. I really wish they didn't do that. Like that gray that also changed with the other grays, but it doesn't. They do that. And then I'm going to delete this. And we're going to duplicate this, but we're just going to flop it like that. So we get the red stripe. Ooh. You know what? Okay, maybe needs to actually be like this instead. Of course, I choose the wrong thing to do. What I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to choose the wrong thing. Okay. And well, you know, we can't just leave it at that, eh? Because now it's a thing. We need to do it. Maybe this should be the only place it is, actually, but we'll see. No rules. No rules at all. Do whatever you want. Okay. I don't know what it is. I guess it could be considered an office building, I guess. I don't know. It's a research center, is what it is. It's a nuclear research center. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. I know what we're doing. Okay. Whatever. What? Now there's no sci-fi signs? Oh, here they are. Somehow this is a sign. Okay, that works for me. Hi, Wayne. How you doing? These are wall signs. I don't want wall signs. Decorations. I want... Really? That's the only sci-fi decorations you have? We need like, we need panels and cool stuff. We need like a terminal or something. That's not cool. No. Why would they put a terminal like that outside? Why would that be outside? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. No. It's not a thing. Sorry. That's gotta go. Panels. See, the other problem is I didn't leave a lot of places for panels to go. Fiberglass wall trim with buttons. Okay, so let's just trim this with some of this stuff. Right here. Right here. Okay, how close was that? Was that right in the middle? That was basically right in the middle. Oh. And this is what makes the building, is all these little pieces that go on the outside. You don't do this, it just looks very plain and basically disastrous build. What's this? I see no reason for this not to be. Actually, I do. I think what we need is something like this. Whoops. Why doesn't it seem like it was in the building? It seems like it's... Oh. Well, even that seems like it's floating. I guess it is. That's why it seems like it. Because it is. What? Okay. Yeah, forget it. I'm just gonna go place them again. I'm not gonna go place them again because I'll screw it up. It just won't look right. So I want that. Sort of there, right? Huh? Really? Why did you do that, game? What was wrong with the height it was at? You decided that was not ideal, and you needed to change that for me? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna have to do this. Oh crap. Okay, so is it 90 degrees? Should it be 90 degrees? Okay, there we go. It's 90 degrees. Oh, stupid me. I forgot I'd already placed it. Red, orange, white. Yeah, this is... Well, that was my first attempt over there. Well, my first attempt. This thing. It's gotta go. That's not gonna stay there. Okay, where's this button panel? Hey, Jeffrey. I'm late. You're getting out of the city. Okay. I didn't know I was late. I only have a late stream when I'm working. I can't stream during the day. I can only stream in the evening when I'm working. So if I'm late, it's going to be normal that I'm late. This is going to be the time that I'll be streaming in the evenings during the weekdays. I'm late. Well, I'm glad you're here anyway. Glad you made it. Okay, I don't know. No. There we go. Right now it's 7:50. Yeah, about there. Yeah, or so. Yeah, like I said, it's got to be an awfully late for you because it's like what, 7? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. No, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Jeffrey. That's not working for me. It's a light, right? Light detail. Okay, it's not actually a light. It's the detail of a light. Okay, so details. Just here to let me know I'm still here. Well, I'm glad you're still here. So am I. I just can't stop. Okay, so what should this look like? I don't think it should look like that. Ooh, no, no. You know what? Orange. Orange. Red. Oh, really? You're going to change all my color? Okay. How many times am I going to have to change the color pattern on this thing? I will probably be here. At least for probably another hour. That's fine. I'd like to put, like... I'd like something on here. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's definitely not what I want. Thanks, Jeffrey. Planet Coaster stream. Next one isn't at, it'll be at 6 o'clock GMT tomorrow. So hopefully I get, you can make it then. Night. I don't like that pink. Ah. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Glad you can make it back, though. What's your promise? Oh, I'll be watching. Okay. Oh, crap. Not what I wanted. I don't know. That might have been a little too much. I'm waiting. Are you finally realizing that we've done the reveal and you know what's behind here? Is that what's going on right now? All this? Is this what you're talking about? The wall's gone? What else did you miss? The entrance has been replaced. Not new park. Same park. New train station entrance. And I tore down the wall, and we're looking at the new area that's being built behind the mountain. So that's sort of what I'm working on now, is the stuff that sort of goes here. So yeah, I guess you did miss something. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Okay, what do you need to explain? You had a Dutch conversation. I noticed that. I was gonna go translate some of it, but yeah, I figured, you know, figure out the fireworks. I figured out that I figured out how can I say it in a way that's acceptable. I figured out that they could be better than they are. Is that what you want to hear? Yeah, I have figured out the fireworks, but I also thought that that they missed the mark on the let's just go look at it. Ooh, fireworks. So yeah. I haven't done any changes to the fireworks, but what I've decided out of the whole fireworks experience is this. It's good to be legal. That's pretty good. Okay, so what you know, I like the fireworks. I like the way they look. The fireworks they've included with it are nice. Here's a speaker. So let's look at fireworks for a second. So I start the fireworks. Music should kick in. Okay. Alcohol. Oh yes, I spent time on G2A. So yeah, okay, so this is the fireworks. And yes, I enjoyed making this. It was very, very difficult to get it timed properly with the music because every adjustment is hard to deal with. And I don't know why that's a thing. But when we switch to this, so let's just say that at 35 seconds or after this, I want. Okay, let's stop this. I want to display, what is it? This? Okay, so and at 34 seconds is this. Okay, so I want to duplicate this. Right? No, this part of the park isn't gone. So we're going to duplicate that, and we're going to make this at 30 or 40 seconds. Yeah, I finished the most of it. No, I haven't finished it. I built these instead. But people wanted some building ideas, so I figured that would be a good place to do it. So we changed this to 40 seconds, sort all. So now I've got to go to 40 seconds. Okay, let's start at 35 seconds. No, okay, so that's no good. Let's change that to 36 seconds, because it seemed to be quite a bit off. Okay, let's go play that again. So this is, okay, no, it wasn't 36 seconds. Let's go to 38 seconds. Whereas it's really, I should be adjusting it on a timeline. It's too big. I can't. What I am going to do is I am going to start uploading blueprints. Okay, shoot them other ones up. Okay, so they're still off. So it's not 38 seconds, it's 37 seconds. But what I'm saying is what's wrong with this whole thing is that I have to do this. Why should I have to do this? I should see where on a time I should be working on a timeline across the bottom of the screen is basically what I'm saying. Okay, so again, it's not 37 seconds. It's 37.5 seconds. Okay, let's go back and listen to that again. That was perfect. Dun, 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 dun. You know, but that's what I mean. This shouldn't be that difficult. I should be able to be dragging this thing along a timeline and going, oh, it should have happened there instead, and just drag it right there. But I can't see that timeline. It's very hard to tell when it's only this big on the screen, and yeah, so that's my thing on that. Yeah, so Jeffrey, I'd love to add this as a blueprint. This is the problem, though. If we just look at the raw pieces that make this up, excluding that and that, I'm 7,000 parts, 770 parts over the limit. If we just did this, it's still 333 parts. What I could do is split the building in two. You know, do 4,000 parts and you know, 4,000 parts. What I'm more likely to do, though, is I think this weekend. I think tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Limit 6,000, yeah. Yeah, right now. But these are cute little buildings. They serve a purpose. There's a hot dog stand, a gulpy, and first aid over here. This has an ATM, a bathroom, loony balloons, and information. And I think I'm gonna finish the lighting on these up top. I'm gonna do stuff on the back of this one. I've already done it on this one. We're gonna put some styling on those, and we're gonna upload these to these two blueprints to the Steam workshop. This will be my first ever workshop thing ever. So we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. We're gonna share these. What I really want to do, though, that I haven't done, is fix the lighting. I can't do this lighting in the ground thing anymore, because when we're going to the workshop, that's just not going to be a viable solution. So I'm gonna have to look at how they're doing their lighting, which is very subtle. You know, there is really no lighting on this building. I really need to send some to Frontier. Yeah, I don't know. I think they've got much more skilled builders than we could imagine. You know, like I look at some of the stuff that they did, and I really wish I could do that. Like this building here is amazing. I look at this and it's so simple. Like it's 466 parts. That's it. And yeah, it's like a little piece attached to a little piece. And it all just works perfectly. And it's a single building. Yeah, I don't know. And mine... Whoop, I turned too soon. Mine, yeah, I guess they look okay. They just don't look as good as that. Yeah, what is this? 250 parts. Yeah, they have featured creators from the workshop. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. You know, it's too bad, like, things like I wouldn't mind doing the entrance as well. You know, the entrance. Okay, guys, I want to show you something. Jeffrey, you've already seen this. I want to show you something. Now, this is gonna blow most people's minds. Oh, by the way, this is the 97th live stream. But this is actually just 96 part 2. But when I save this, it's gonna be saved as 97. I wonder what I'm gonna do for the 100th live stream. It's only 3 live streams away, so it's probably gonna happen like on Sunday or Monday. Okay, so we're gonna... No, we're not. We're gonna load park. I will, Jeffrey. I definitely will. Okay, so let's load the park where we started on the first live stream. That may be a thing we should do. So this is 96 live streams ago. This is the park as it what it looked like then. So again, Defari, remember this is where this all started. So don't count yourself short, because you can do this as well. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I can't do this stuff. I'm terrible at this stuff. I really am. But this is where this park started. And everything looks fake. And everything looks plastic. And this is where it all started. You can see that this was the original deal. Entrance. But, you know, none of the coasters are here. None of the coasters that exist in the park exist right now. So, you know, it just takes time. And this is what I created too. This is exactly what I created. And I thought, oh, look at this. It's beautiful. I've done an amazing job. And to me at that point, yeah, it was. And I looked at other people's stuff and I thought, well, I'm obviously not spending enough time on it. You know, like none of this stuff is here. None of this exists. None of it. This is their building, not mine. Nothing you see here exists anymore. Except for these 2 rides. This ride's somewhere else. This one's gone. So yeah, this is where the park started. Then you know, like, I don't know. let's say the 8th live stream. It's coming. I swear it's coming. Well, okay, so, you know, again, I'm gonna say, look, this is actually the episode where I was building my train station. It has doors. My train station ended up not having doors for some reason. And okay, so, you know, we wanted the castle. You know? You can see pieces of the castle in here. Not the palace, the castle. There's actually pieces of that castle that's in my, like, I'm pretty sure this is from the castle. Again, we were all at this point. At one point. And like I said, don't count yourself short. I am not as creative as you think. I just put in the time. How can you get me a link? Change the dots. Hey, Tim. I'm doing good. Change the slashes to dots. And I'll change them back. Like I said, I'm doing good. We're looking at an old version of the park. This is what the park used to look like at one point in time. So, like I said, never ever count yourself short when it comes to building stuff. Because most of the stuff in this park is crap. All of it's gone now. All of it. Except for this is still here. But you know, like the train, you know, it all... Okay, catch you later, Jeffrey. Have a good night, and hopefully I see you in tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow morning stream. Which is probably 7 o'clock your time. 7 o'clock p.m. So, you know, it's all a build-up. And we're gonna go one more step. We're gonna take a look at the park. In between, like, then and now. Because, like I said, we're on the 97th live stream right now. So, like, that's 360 hours work on the park. So let's look at part 30. How did I finish off when we finished part 30? Let's look at that before we reload the whole thing and go back. Yeah, a little bit, Cliffy. I can only post a link as a mod. Okay. Darafi, post that link now. You're momentarily a mod. Okay, so back here, we were working on... Whoa, wrong camera. We were working on this. I'm guessing at this point I would have been... I don't know, building... Oh, it was the structure that went in here. We're working on pieces of the roof. You know... And if we look at this, like, I've already got the castle built. We've got this coaster here. But none of this is here. None of this is done. Look at this. It's all empty. All of it. All of it's empty. This coaster's still here. Though I have deleted the castle. Oh, it... Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't... Why didn't it let you? What's going on? Oh, there it is. Oh, see, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I wish I could show it somehow. I wish I could show it. Like, all I would say is yeah, you're basically at the same level I was when I was building. Actually, you got much nicer roofing. When I was building this. So, you know, like, all it needs is like, I'm trying to show you in this old park. Oh, you can see it's starting. You can see things are starting here. We've built this. But that's it. You know, you'll find my motivation wanes and you know, it's not always the same every day. Like yesterday I was highly motivated. The day before yesterday, oh god, I didn't want to play this at all. Most days, though, I'm highly motivated. Well, that's pretty cool. But I think the biggest part of Planet Coaster is really, you can do anything you want as long as you don't give up on it. You know, you know, the other thing is, maybe demotivation isn't exactly a thing for me. You gotta remember, I've been sitting here playing games every single night for every single day, every single night for 2.5, almost, well, 2 years and 8 months right now. It's 4 months away from being, can't be right, 4 months away? No, it's 5 months away from being 3 years. So again, I guess there's also the habit I have of sitting here and doing stuff, so that might help me quite a bit. But I do find, like I said, as you can see the progression I've gone through, at 100 hours I wasn't building what I'm building now. I just was not capable of that. I didn't even know you could do it, to tell you the truth. I went and watched some other people's videos at one point, and I saw how they were using scenery pieces to build buildings. It was actually right before this. And, you know, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And as I've progressed, I've learned my way around the menus better. So when I want to be able to do something, there's an idea of what's in there a little better, a little more. But you know, it's just like this. It's not the building itself. It's all the eye candy on the building, and the same with this thing here. Without all this extra stuff, this building would just be ridiculous looking. It just would not work very well. Speaking of ridiculous stuff, I think I've just found another ridiculous thing to do. Whoa, where are you going, game? So, you know, it's... Try things. Don't let the game limit you. I don't know what other advice I can give, really. Don't let the game limit you. I don't know what this is. I don't know why this building exists. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did. I saw your park. You know, and you can tell, there was definitely a point where I was there. There was definitely a point where I was there. Now, yeah, now when I build something, I spend a lot more time on it. Like, let's put this as sort of a rule of thumb. Hey Garoth, welcome to the stream. So if I were to say a rule about building a building, just a simple building. Let's say you're building just like a store. Multi-unit, of course, because I find building single-unit stores at this point kind of silly. But let's say you're building this. I would say to build anything at this level, you're going to need, and this is after you know where everything well, not everything, but after you know your way around the menus, you're probably going to need at least 3 hours for each of these. Like, I know this took me 3 hours so far, and I haven't done anything on the back of it yet. Before I submit it to the workshop, I'm going to have to do the back. Same thing here. This took me 3 hours. I did do the back. And these aren't high detail. These are medium detail. You know, I did do some oh, thanks, man. Or if you're, yeah, thanks. So like even the shutters here, you know, they're custom. It's actually funny. This is another one of those situations where the handle of a shovel made the best hinges for the things. So there's hinges on them, and you know, like that's the things that really pull this together. And I didn't make this up. I saw somebody. Oh, sorry, I gotta scratch my knee. I saw somebody else putting together their own shutters, and I'm like, oh wow, that's an awesome idea. So again, I'd say if you're building at this level, you're probably talking about 3 hours, 3 to 5 hours per building. If you're building at you know, this level, where here, like at this level. So this is like very similar to the level that you showed me in that building, like that building you showed me. There's no extra pieces. It just does what it needs to do. It's just a building. I might have spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour on that. You know, the same with things over here. The buildings, like I might have spent, you know, 30 minutes to build the windmill, but you notice there's nothing else attached to it. The bakery I spent maybe an hour on, maybe an hour and a half. It was a little different. I took a picture online and I copied it. But you know, but as you know, well, maybe you weren't here. This ridiculous amount of time. This might have taken me 30 hours. Maybe, yeah, it's probably about 30 hours. And this building, this insane thing that's made out of millions of little pieces, it's very high detailed. Like, in this building, I even, like, every single piece of wood you see here, the framework for the window has been replaced. Every little piece. The window, the only thing of the windows you see is the glass. And the same here, and, you know, not the same here. But even the doors aren't doors. Like, the door handle's a trumpet, because that was the best suitable door handle, because this thing looks stupid. So, again, like you say, once you know some of the tricks, it's not really knowing them, it's getting used to using them. So, you know, this building probably took me 20 hours. So, like, there's all different levels. I'm not building anything like this ever again. There's no need to do this. There's absolutely no need to do it. There's places where you might want to do little bits and use little tricks that I learned there. Like, you know, this stuff, you know, this beam here, you know, it's the little tricks that I learned doing the high detail that I applied to this. But again, that high detail build, it took forever, and it was after I've already been in here for over 200 hours. So it seems impossible, but I'm telling you, it's not. It's not. We can all do this. Look, again, the you remember when I talked about this? Look at this shoreline. It looks like garbage. Sorry, it's to me now at this point in time. It's like, what the hell was I doing? What am I doing? This is not how this should look. Because it doesn't look real. It looks so fake. Whereas as we move into the areas that have been redone, you know, there's a much more waterish feel. Dare you to try to build a 10 excitement I dare myself too. Let's go for coaster rides. Coaster rides, anybody? Okay, well, we'll hopefully see you in the next stream. I think we're going for some coaster rides. And I think this is where we're going to start. Right here. That's a 7 point... This is the best I've done. This is 7.81. I tried to get an 8, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. I don't know if this is my best coaster, really. But it's definitely a fun ride. A real fun ride. Yeah. Thanks for coming, Super. I was glad to have you here. I'm glad to have everybody here. It's so much fun with more people. But yeah, this is like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's better at night though. But you'll notice there was things put into that coaster where, you know, like if you go in here, like there's this whole dip sideways around the corner, and that was all to just crank the excitement up. I found that if I didn't have stuff like this, I couldn't get the excitement up. So I had to do some weird things to play the game, which you wouldn't do. You wouldn't do it in a real coaster. Yeah, I kicked everybody out of the park again, Tim. There's nobody in the park. Makes all the difference in the world. All those little brains not thinking. It's great. The other thing I can do is I can speed up the ride so they make it back to the station faster. Oh. My turn to ride. This one, all around, again, even though this looks horrible right here and I have to work on it, all the styling around this coaster around the coaster itself is poorly done. All the styling on the station and the river in front of it, the old mill, I am so happy with. It's one of my favorite builds that I ever did. Was this coaster. It seems pretty chaotic, or pretty crazy, and there's nobody in the park. It's a very, very, very fast coaster. Nothing wrong with that, though. Again, I could probably done some stuff to make the excitement higher, but I found as I did, I made the fear a lot higher, and that actually brought my excitement down. So I ended up just doing this double helix, downward helix here, where I did some of the weirder things that didn't work out for me. And a little bit of a figure 8 on another opposite downward helix. And up. But you know, it's a bit about speed, it's a bit about everything. It's a lot about this. So it's a lot about this. It's more about, like, wow. Like, I just love the way that looks. All of it. You know, go up to this bridge over here. We'll stand on this bridge, and we'll take a look. And that's where I'm at now in Planet Coaster. But again, I watch people on YouTube, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, I'm gonna be I'll be at 500 hours, 600 hours before I'll ever be able to figure out stuff like that. But that's it. It's just an investment of time, which I guess might be harder for some people to come by. But I'm the bridge. This one? Bridge is easy. Bridge. Bridge. Sort of easy. It's not easy, but it is, oh, they make a difference too, don't they? They really make a difference to the way the park looks when you have proper bridges instead of like this. I'm in the middle of proper bridging this stuff. No, not copy and paste. No, I mean that's all. That's really all that makes up that bridge is 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 6 arches and some stuff. You're right though when it comes to the figuring out how to do it. It was a lot of work to figure out how to do it, but now bridges come naturally. And again, you'll find the same thing when you go to do it. Okay, so stuff happened here. We need to sort of fix all this so that it's right. And actually, I'm going to have to delete everything here. Everything. This is wrong. Right now, I've got a problem with this piece of material. And I think I need to move it down. Like that. Now, of course, I have a problem. There we go. So we'll just take this panel and we'll move it back. And we'll move it back again. Oh, and then what I'm going to do is I'm deleting that. Yeah, the coaster build I'm going to do down here, I'm going to be very, very, okay, better to build paths on a grid. No. I'm going to say no. The only reason the paths are on the grid here, because the way they look doesn't matter, but I need the alignment. I needed the alignment in order to do these stairs. And, like, if you watch the beginning of the stream, when I publish it, you'll find me building this section here and basically going through what I did to build these sections. Didn't read it. Didn't read what? Oh. Okay, I'll take it away from you. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it back to you. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should do this. One thing I wish this game had was what I would call a path flattening tool. I really wish these things didn't stick up and I could make them just go flat. But they seem to really like to stick up like that for some reason. Okay. Ah, come on. I keep on hitting the wrong key. There we go. I'm gonna pull these across to here. Okay. Oops. Gonna have to be careful. That's probably on top of the path, but I'll figure that out after. That's not my main concern right now. I'm just trying to get it into a place where it sort of looked like it belonged there. So now, the other thing that we spoke about was another layer, another level, another something. Now, the question being, of course, is do we have stuff underneath that layer? That would be kind of cool. But again, we're gonna have to make sure that we're careful about this, because one, there's gonna have to be stairs for people to use. Oh, cool, the shark. I like that. That's bad. I'm trying to move the camera around. Can't do that on a picture. Yeah, you know, I see no problem with what you're building. I see no problem at all. Okay, so let's go to path again, because I really need to know what's going to happen here. And we're going to do this. Though what I think this is going to do is actually, I'm thinking maybe I'll have these steps up inside here. Like, it'll actually come up through the ground. That's the idea. Now, of course, we also want to take something like this. We're going to move it up here as well. Now, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to take this and we're going to move it at some arbitrary angle. And this is going to be the angle of the whole back, this section of the back thing. It might, you know, it might change its angles at a certain point, wrap around, or do something like that. But that's sort of the idea there. Now, I need to get it so that it's lined up with a piece of... So that it basically, it works on the same ground level as this stuff. So in order to do that, I'm actually going to delete this. I'm going to go to path. I'm going to get the grid. I don't want... select the grid. And then I want to go up on that grid. And basically, that's the level we have to build our thing to. Otherwise, we'll never get it to hook up properly to stairs. I'm just trying to test here. See if this is actually something that can happen. Oh, stupid game. Come on. Okay. Doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Okay, go this way. No, game. That's not what I'm doing at all. Why do you keep on doing that? Oh, fuck game. You know... Ugh! Does pathing drive everybody else insane, or is it just me? Why are you going through the ground, Path? Usually you complain so hard about going through the ground. Okay, so... Yes, okay, so that's perfect. We need to bring the land level up to match... I'm stuck underneath the land. We need to bring the land level up to match that level there. And that's how we're gonna decide what level this part of the park is going to be. That's not quite high enough. Okay, good, good. Oh, well, I'm not glad it drives you nuts, but... And you know what? I hate to say, you know, I really can't see any massive ways to improve it. Okay, so we've got our height. This is our height right here. Thanks, Swag Boy. And, of course, welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is not ideal. That little edge there is going to ruin everything. The other thing that's not quite the way I wanted... Yeah, we're going to have to make some adjustments here. Well, really we're not. That's flat. That's ideal. We can get away with that. What we can do is we can cut off this to the point where it'll actually go onto the land. Not that this is even going to be a thing. This is just all experimentation. We're just building the basis for what we actually want to do. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to clean up this terrain a bit better because I did a shit poor job of it. I just skimmed over it, and it ended up making it all different levels. Okay, now, the question being, of course, is when I go to cut underneath this, is that going to work as well? Yes, okay, good, good. So, whoever said you should put columns to hold that up, thank you so much. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to push this all back here. And we'll try to push this up a bit too. No need for it to be that thick. Because of course, the thicker it is, the more difficult it's going to be to cover. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now let's delete the whoops. Don't want to do that. Let's delete the path. Because again, like I said, the path was only here to determine what height we needed. You know, you used to be able to in the demo, in the alpha, you used to be able to hold down delete and run your mouse over the path and it would delete it. Now delete doesn't do anything. Oh, there we go, it does. It does still. Okay. I don't know. Awesome. Awesome. So it does work. Hold delete, press the mouse button down and run it over the path and it goes away. Thank you. Thank you, Planet Coaster. It still works. Okay. Okay, so the only thing we know for sure is this is how the level thing should be. And there it is, that level. Okay, so this needs to go up. I don't know why it's not level. That is just bizarre. Why is the land higher at that point? Okay, I don't care. I don't care. I do care. It's gonna have to be fixed, but what I want to do right now is sort of plan this edge. You know, down here I built these things so that I could have this like structured feeling across the front. Here we're gonna build something similar. Oh crap! You know, that's actually about the third time I've moved that up there and pressed a menu item, so it just hops back. Okay. Now we'll do this again. I'm okay. I'm okay. And press the button. So now we need some more building supplies. Building supplies. Okay. I don't know if I'm seeing exactly what I want here. Yeah, I need something to babble about while I'm doing this. You know, yeah, I just don't know what else to say. I think it is. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it though. That's number one. Glad you enjoy. Okay, so we need some type of front here. I'm gonna start with this actually. We'll make it six units long. I don't know why I said that, or why I'm using 6. The other one's 7 units long. Yeah, my moderators haven't been around lately. Well, you know, actually, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Might still be here. Are you there, Nick? Jeffrey's a moderator, by the way. Okay. So we need something here. It needs to look like something. Well, you never know. I may have to take you up on that sometime. Okay. I don't know about the colors. They may change. I'm not necessarily stuck with using those. No. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do with the outside edges yet. That's not something I can possibly know. Okay. So again, I'm just like basically making crap up as I go now. I don't know if this is even going to reach. I don't think it's going to be orange though. Again, the main reason for this is I just don't want everything to be the same on every level. So I'm completely building new, basically new fascia. Red or orange? I found the orange was getting a little loud. The red was definitely too loud. We can try it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up changing it back. Okay, so game. Okay, let's fix this, because it didn't add them to the building. It just stuck things in the world. And if I move that building right now, it's going to break everything. The world will break down. Everybody will die. I don't know if that's true. What? Add to building? No add to building? Building. Oh, you've got 3 different buildings here. Oh, fuck game. You know, I'm sorry. This is not the way things should be going. I don't know why this started a new building. The bad part, of course, is it's not... Like this and this I can combine. But because these are building parts and not scenery parts, though they work exactly the same... Yeah. Yeah, there is a way to mask color them. But I have to actually delete everything I've done, except for this, because I wasn't editing the building. I was editing some other building for some reason. I wasn't really. I was actually editing this building, but it didn't do it. Okay, so where's the part that I used? Where was that part that was just so perfect for what I wanted? Okay, so let's get this right. We're editing that building. We're taking this thing, and we're putting it on that building. It's on the building, right? We're going to change the color. Then we're going to change the angle. I remember doing all this while it was on that building. I could be wrong, though. Chances are I'm wrong. Okay, I need to be... Yeah, and see, now it's looking kind of weird. I don't remember fighting with this. So yeah, I guess I did do it wrong. See, now we could select these as a group. Like I'm going to be able to go boom, boom, boom. I can change the colors now as a group because they're in a building. Buildings are such amazing things in Planet Coasters. Planet Coasters? Did I just say Planet Coasters? No, I didn't. I didn't say that. These are signs, wall signs. Okay. So we're going to go back to scenery. We're going to go to the railing. Okay. Let's see. Finally, some Planet Coaster music. God, you'd swear I had the music shut off of this game. It comes on so little. There we go. See, I should never be building like this. I should always... Whoa. Hey, Planet Coaster. I should always be building like this. Huh? Because if I build like this, people think I'm just doing this, and this is all that exists. But if I build like this, I realize it's part of a much, much, much larger thing that's happening. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to move this. This needs to be moved in as far as it can go. And then we're going to take this and we're going to move it out of the way. We're going to do some terrain work again, of course. That's the wrong one. Make it smaller too. We don't need that much terrain work. A shortcut to line... to align to building. Okay, so as far as I know, what you're saying doesn't exist. The only... I can't remember what the shortcut key is, but the only align tos that I know of, like if I choose these things here, whoops, and I go X, this is align, this is the item alignment. So I can move it along the item's alignment. Somehow this is how this item is aligned, though everything is 90 degrees to the building. This is what Planet Coaster decided. And the other one is the world axis. There's no way to align what you're doing to the building axis. It is one of the biggest shortcomings in this whole thing that has existed since day one, and there's no explanation for it, I find. I hope that's the right question I'm answering. Okay, so we're gonna take this. We're not gonna edit it though. What pups? Okay. What? Question away. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's why when you initially build a building, never turn the first brick. Always build it on the world axis. Oh, they need to add that desperately. The one they're using shouldn't even exist. The whole align to the mathematical vector, take all the vectors of all of them and add them up, is what they do. So if you've got a 90 degree here with an object that takes 4 spaces versus a 90 degree with an object that takes 2 spaces, chances are you're going to end up 34.678 degrees. Sorry. So you're saying that even if it's connected to a building, you can freely move parts with the X button. Yes, if they're non-grid parts. So the difference there is this. All these parts, you see there's no grid. All these parts, no grid. Grid. You can see the grid in the on the thing. So these items you can't move with X. You can't do a detailed movement except for the entire building at once. anything that doesn't have the grid, yeah, you can move them all at once. You can group them together. So, like, for instance, I could take all these and move them at once. Well, again, it's not things that they make obvious. None of this stuff... Like, this is a pretty complex building environment, and yet it comes with no instructions. Everything you do is a guess the first time. I guess we're kind of lucky they do some of those live streams, because even like... But even those, they don't really get you to where you need to be. Okay, so, let's pretend this is this thing. Wish I could undercut that. Whoa. Oh, wrong surface again. Not 4 meters. 8. Yeah, that's what's so cool about this game, though, I think. And yet, Frontier must have a set of rules that their internal builds follow, that you can't do stuff like that. You need to use the internal parts. But I'm also guessing that if they needed a part really bad, they would just go have somebody make it and add it to the game with the buildings, with the update. So they have an advantage. Yeah. And there's, like, you can, there's nothing, it doesn't stop you from doing anything. That's the great thing about this game. It's never gonna stop you. Oops. Yep, if you're not willing to do it wrong, probably a bad game to play. You know what I mean? Whoops. See, that was wrong. Oh god, game, you're just trying to drive me out of my mind, aren't you? Oh, see, I couldn't even relate because I don't know anything about Roller Coaster Tycoon. I guess this is probably undoing everything I just did, isn't it? No. Okay, so that brings us to the next thing. Not only do we need stuff to cover that, we need stuff to cover this. That's one thing that this quarter 24. Okay. So it was a little too intense, you're saying? Is that like crooked? Okay, the idea is definitely coming together here. So we need to build a new building. We're gonna go to panel. Well, we've got a coaster build coming up soon. There's gonna be a massive launch coaster. It's gonna like have like a launch, like almost like a spaceship launch type thing going on with lights going down the thing as you launch. That's the plan here. I really thought of doing that when we were working on the volcano and stuff like that. Believe it or not, the volcano inspired me. Okay, so I was building a new building, and I even had the filter ready, and oh, why do I do that? It's still there. Good. Okay. Why did... Oh, come on, Planet Coaster. Okay, we're gonna put some stuff on this, I think. There's gonna be, like, style to it. Because, again, like I can tell you from this looks so stupid when I first built it. But style is everything, and as I added things to it and put all this stuff on it, it came together as a sci-fi building. Prior to that, it just looked kind of dumb. I think I'm kind of sad that I deleted the Empire State Building, because I'm pretty sure I could have made that work. I shouldn't have deleted it. I shouldn't delete anything. I should have just blueprinted it and come back to it after. But hey, Sploosh! Splooshy, sorry, Splooshy. See, I guess my opinion on the update is a little different. I think they should have done the fireworks properly. That's my opinion. But I'm guessing a lot of people think they did the fireworks properly. But that whole sequencer, that whole new sequencer is just the most ridiculous joke of a piece of software I've ever seen in my life. I'm a software developer, by the way. I write business software. So I know that, like, there's better ways to do timeline stuff than what they did. Yeah, okay, so we're getting there. This stuff is going to start to look like it should. I don't know why I moved this. Oh, because it was going through everything. Carnival tents. Hey, Matthews, 27. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. There's a lot of things they should add to this. I think they should really redo that sequencer into a proper timeline sequencer. And they should fix that, the whole, this, relative to item. Relative to what? How was this relative to this item? Or sorry, it's relative to the world. Relative to the item. The problem I have with this whole thing is what about relative to the building you're working on? How about that? That's the most important one, and you don't even have it. Not like I'm complaining or anything. I love this game. Yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah, my job is lots of fun. Well, yes. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that bug me. Like the one I found funny today was that the stairs, this is the most ridiculous thing I found today. Come on, menus. Oh, it's not in there. Stairs. Metal walkways. They're building pieces. The pieces that match up to them are scenery. Like, these are the metal walkways. These are the matching pieces for those stairs. But yet they're scenery. The other ones are building pieces. Like, what? Like I said, there was a room with 30 people in it. And somebody came in there and said, okay, you guys, you need to go build stuff for Planet Coaster. You go in that room and don't talk to anybody. You go in that room and don't talk to anybody. And that's how all these parts and pieces came up. That's why you have, wow, it's 3 hours and 20 minutes into this stream. That's why... Did I just see a... Yes, I did. Gotta go. You can be the lead... You can delete... Frickin' delete! Sorry. Madness is settling in. So, like, this is why you end up with things like this. So you look at this piece of work here. And if you were to edit this building, and you were to take this piece right here out, and we'll just move this piece out here for a second. You see that piece, the bottom of this piece, is one piece wide. Because that's how buildings in this game line up. So the very bottom edge right here is one piece wide. So you can put it on the edge of a building, which is right here. All the park is on my channel, yeah. Everything we built, and this entire thing is all on my live streams. So, why is this bridge part completely different? This bridge part, seriously, is made out of... It's half the width of the piece of a building. So, the only way to line up things to the bottom of this is to build another building. Like, that's an independent building, because that's the only way to line up this. It had to line up right in the middle. Same thing here. Because their bottom of this one is not the right width, like the bottom of the other ones. And it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why it exists. It's kind of ridiculous. But there's so many little things like that in Planet Coaster. So many little inconsistencies. So many little differences between the parts that they don't always mix and match very well. But I you know, I'm gonna end this on a good note, saying that 90% of it, 95% of it works the way I'd expect, works the way I'd like it to, and I enjoy building with it immensely. But I am gonna leave this stream here. Yeah, exactly. Like it shouldn't be like that. Either that, or you need to find a way to line up building pieces halfway between the lines on a grid, or it's not going to work. So tomorrow morning, and by tomorrow morning I mean 6 p.m. GMT, which is noon my time. I'll be doing more work on the sci-fi area, but we're also going to finish these 2 buildings up, and we're going to post them to the workshop, and we're going to see, you know, we're going to get some of our medieval preach. No, like I said, I'm a software developer, and I just see some of these things as what they're doing is kind of like really? Person A didn't talk to person B and realize this is what they're doing, and we ended up with multiple pieces. But whatever the case may be, like I said, tomorrow we're gonna finish these 2 buildings up, ready for the workshop, and do that. I think I'm pretty happy with the way the way this turned out. Oh yeah, I'm glad you could make it, Tim. Especially being as it's like probably you know, 25 after 3 in the morning, isn't it? Aren't you in the UK? So yes, very happy with the train station entrance. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, Splooshy. And I'll see you again. So tomorrow's live stream starts at noon Central Standard Time, and I hope to see everybody then. And of course, until then, I'm Gameface. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click that button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.